Good afternoon and welcome back to round 4 of the Guild Ball English National Tournament. It's the last game of the day. I'm Dave Cameron and I am joined as ever by
Dominic Westlands. Hey! So our game today, last game of the day, is we have Marcus Rose from the Momentous 2 on 2 YouTube channel using Cooks, brand new Cooks, going into Steve Easton's Masons. Looking at the teams, it is the Cooks kicking off into the Masons, and the Cooks fairly standard 6, given that it's actually, I believe it's the box 6. So
it is.
Yeah, it's the Hell's Kitchen 6, and then for the Masons, by the looks of it, we have Honor, Marbles, Flint, Granite, Brick and Vet Chisel. Another team that's had a whole bunch of changes recently given the errata.
They have, so bear with us while we try and keep up with what on earth is going on.
In terms of the cards as well that we have, so the Masons have Lone Striker, fullbacks, keep the ball moving, wingbacks, and the offside trap. So one high one and then a few lower ones, but with good mix of abilities. And the Cooks, getting one more, of course, as they are a minor guild, have sell it to the crowd, get back in there, back in the game, go for the knees, midfield general, and seize the initiative. So a really good suite of cards there across the board.
Excellent.
And a heads up in the chat, my laptop is slowly running out of battery, so I will dip in and out of the YouTube chat, but if I'm not as responsive, it's because my laptop is about to die. Oh.
If you get a chance, if we're on the close-up, I would recommend having a good look at these Masons that we've got. They're kind of a Spartan 300 inspired armoured Mason team, and for what it's worth, I think they are absolutely beautiful. Worth noting that Steve Easton thinks himself as a little bit controversial. I say that only because he made a comment just before I put my headphones on saying, yeah, Dave, that's controversial. So let's see what is controversial. Having Flint? Don't know.
And I'm back in the room. I was plugging myself back in. But now we go.
There we go. You're back. Hello, welcome. You left me stranded and crying and alone and scared.
Han, I didn't mean that. You know, I love you too much for that.
This is true. So, Cook's kicking off. Just in rough idea, how do you see this going?
Well, it's going to be interesting because Cooks are a snowball team. If they win hard. But, you know, Easton's probably one of the most practiced players in the country, even with new stuff on either side. Oh, it looks like actually the Mason... Oh, Roast is kicking off.
Roast is kicking off.
That's weird.
Boom.
I mean, I play a little bit of Cooks. I probably would have kicked off with Spice to get further up the field.
I think that's a good idea.
I guess the intention here is, generally, they could be so quick anyway that the kickoff may not necessarily be that essential.
Maybe. Stops you wasting Roast turn 1, maybe.
He must know what he's doing because he's won all 3 of his games.
That's true.
So we'll have to see. He may know something I don't. Roast is successful. But then Roast does have a 3-6 kick.
Because obviously.
Yeah, so...
Got good feet for a big man.
Yeah. And a big hats for a big man. For you. Yeah, so probably going to be Marbles picking that up, you would imagine, wouldn't you?
I would think so. And sitting there with his counter charge.
I mean, although Brick doesn't have it anymore, so I guess that's one less thing for the Cooks to worry about.
This is true.
But I will be intrigued to see how they get through both kind of the defensive tech of the Masons and also as a player of Steve's caliber.
I've got a feeling I think Steve's probably got a 2-2 game plan.
Yeah.
Got to imagine Cooks 4-1.
6-0 maybe.
6-0. I just think that's going to probably turn out to be quite difficult.
I mean, Cooks were probably the team I was looking forward to seeing most on the stream today, so I'm really excited to see what they...
I know that we've had some requests.
Yeah, because they play the game totally different to any other team. So like our previous game, as good as it was very standoffish. You can't do that with these boys. You just can't.
So fast, they're going to be in your face, and they're going to be doing a lot of damage.
I mean, now with Master Chef now affecting character plays, that intensifier is going to be...
That is true. And there's now 2 sources of Master Chef. Or Chef Special, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Chef Special. There's now 2 sources of Chef Special on the pitch. In Wellington and Sugar. 1 on Wellington. Another
Okay.
game where the captain only gets 1 in turn 1.
That's going to be for the obligatory chef special.
But,
Everyone
yeah.
else, like Roasters 4. Yeah, again, I'm not entirely sure why he didn't kick off with Spice. I guess Roasters more influence to leverage with the kickoff, but I just see Spice as being more effective.
Quite possible. So, we get the ball on Brick.
Pretty standard stuff. Be very interesting to see what new Brick is like.
I've played him. He's a bit of a nightmare.
Pepper just sprinting up. Brick passing to Honor. I'm predicting a fairly... Oh, and that's a
We
miss.
miss.
Oh, yikes.
Depends where it scatters.
I was about to say...
Oh, that's not great.
I was about to say I was anticipating a very kind of standard pass along the line, and then that happened.
So Brick has just missed that pass to Honor and booted it
Oh, no!
past his
Does
own
that
goal.
miss the goal?
It looks like it is from here. I won't be surprised if it does hit the goal, though. It's going to hit the goal.
Yeah. Okay, not too bad. Everything's calm, guys. He's going to go and grab the ball and try again. Second time's the charm, right?
Miss and actually kick it behind the goal now.
Come on.
Still
missed again!
fails. What bad luck
Yikes.
Steve's having.
So, you know, at the start of this game, where I was like, it'll be really interesting to see what new Brick is like. Turns out he's not very good at football.
He doesn't. He's got bad feet for a big man.
So Wellington moving. Where's the chef special going? Ah, Scathing Rebuke for a dodge
Clearly,
up.
with Scathing Rebuke onto Roast. Used to do 2 damage. Now doesn't. I think Marcus has got a plan, and that plan is to put all the buffs on Roast.
My worry is, even with resilience and big belly, my concern is if he's going to be the mod you're going to initiate the fight with, he's still a 2-0.
He is.
You know, and like someone like Steve should have a plan for kind of minimizing big belly's effects,
I think
even
so.
with the proliferation of 1-inch melee guns that you
Well, at
have
the very
in this
least,
team.
Honor has damage and a dodge.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It looks like Flint's kicking around, so probably not a turn 1 goal at this rate.
He may end up with a second activation and some more influence.
Ha ha!
Because we've got Honor, the First Lady of Gilball.
Yeah. Superior strategy coming down in cost in half, I believe.
Only costing 2 now.
Ooh, value time.
Given that no one used Honor, I think that's it's at very least a worthy experiment.
I'm pretty sure Fraser
now
McFerrin
everyone's
did.
using Honor.
Yeah, everyone's using it. Quick time
Okay.
marvels for the counter charge up.
Were we talking over that? Did he actually...
Excellent work in the Gilball chat.
Excellent work in the
Yep.
chat. Yeah, we've got our resident expert, gentleman by the name of Fraser McFetteridge.
I've heard of him once or twice.
I think we've heard that. I think he's got some excellent... he's got some excellent views on the state of Gilball right now, and I think he might be right.
Cool, looks like Cinnamon moving up, putting up get, set, bake. Where's it going? On herself, intriguing. Hey, see,
On herself, the only model that can put it out to all 3 models that are left to activate.
see, normally I like sticking that on a big model like Tenderize or Roast because you have that aura going on a bigger guy, and you kind of using the large base model as the fulcrum for the buffs.
Absolutely, but in this situation, she is the best one for it to
Yeah, certainly. Mason's got to imagine form a nice big brick.
be. No.
Tip your waitress, I'm here all week. Try the veal.
Although, so we have been asked, we've got to come up with as many Cook's puns as we can in this game, I think.
Whilst commentating on a game of Guild Ball, God, let's like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, if you don't, they will roast us.
True. Too much pressure to be
Whoa.
funny on commands.
Get set, joke.
Get set. Get set. If I can't handle the heat, I should get out the kitchen. Boom, done it.
Yeah, let's say. So
Oh,
we've got
just
a very
wondering-
aggressive Cooks team there right in people's face.
I mean, I know it's only 2 infants, but Spice not just being the missile.
Eh.
I don't know. We'll see how it pans out for him. Maybe it's a different Cook's world. Wolfgang in the chat, pans intended in regarding to the Cook's puns. Pans intended.
Now that's a pun
That's good.
in a language not his first language. So
That's like double puns. You get a limp whistle blow for that.
only the highest quality Steamforged content.
Well, what do they say? What's the old team stream used to say? High quality Guild Ball, low level commentary,
quality
some sort of
commentary.
effect. Now, you see, what I'm worried about is come WTC when I have to do this commentary, because Giblin's back for that one, because it's currently his birthday this weekend. Happy birthday, Giblin.
Happy birthday, Jamie Giblin. We didn't actually explain why it's his commentator this weekend.
And I've got to be the knowledgeable one for that, which is scary.
It's going to be scary.
Just drag you on instead. Kick me out.
A little bit of advice, listeners. Don't listen to the stream for the WTC.
Probably for the best.
Uh-oh. What are we looking for? I think looks like Sugar is sprinting up and wants to put a fire AoE. Only problem is, if she sprints up to there...
It's a range of 2, right?
It's a range of 2. She's going to trigger counter charge.
Question is, because Marcus is asking about the question, is should you do it? I think the correct answer is no. Maybe he doesn't know.
And he's cheating himself a little bit on
That
the
terrain
range of
moved.
that
That
AoE.
terrain moved.
He's cheating himself a little bit on the on that AoE, and you don't. If you go there, you'll trigger counter.
It's not a typical AoE thing. You don't do it at range. It's kind of a close. It's like a shotgun, if you will. Like, do it when they're right in front of you. Easton calling him out on his range. Good move there.
We've now got Bryce stepping in to point.
Well, Bryce has to do something, right? Like.
Okay. He may not take this counter charge. He may be saving it for roast. Yeah, so he's not going to counter charge. So we're seeing our first instance of the new character play, or at least a changed character play. Chili Cookout from Sugar. It's a range 2
5
AoE
damage.
that does 5
Is that
damage.
Does it need the chef special for the 5 damage, or is it 5 damage baked in? Oh, it's 4 damage, so she must have chef specialed.
Or Wellington put Chef Special on
I feel that went on roast.
Chef Special went on roast, and she's been the 4 of roast.
Yeah.
There
There we go. That's how it works. Yeah.
Because it's 4-inch range now.
Seems decent.
Of course. And fire.
Wolfgang asking if resilience has already been triggered on roast. I don't believe it has.
It has not. Which just means that if he charges Granite, say, the monkey can countercharge to get rid of resilience, and then Granite counter-attacks, and may be able to, you know...
I mean, I guess the big thing with Masons being Masons, one of their design aspects is they don't really have range character play. So if they're going to be triggering resilience, it's going to be with attacks. Which, considering Roast is a 1-inch melee zone, I mean, I know this team, well, the Chisel's 2 and Granite's 2, so it's not too bad. Oh, and Brick is...
Brick's 1.
Brick's 1.
Brick has
That's
a
changed. Stubby little arms, so short arms for a big guy.
So I think we might be...
What could be happening here?
I've got a Flint activation. So he's going to see if Flint's going to spend 1 to sprint to the end of that.
Try saying that one a couple times quick. Flint will spend 1 to sprint.
Which then looks like a where they go sprint shoot.
Oh, those Scottish national steppers coming in. Thanks for those, Pash. If you're listening, watching, you're always in my heart either way.
Even if he's not listening.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Flint does have superior strategy, does he?
We've been talking too much rubbish.
We probably have.
Probably.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, it's
So
probably
yeah,
right.
he absolutely does. So he sprinted there, still has 3 influence, and another activation at the end of this, which is it within a where they go sprint and shoot.
And miles away from any type of cook repercussion. Now, the thing with where he's placed that chili cookout AoE, does that kind of limit where roast could go?
Yeah, looks like Granite's the only one that Roast could go in on, and Granite is sturdy.
Granite countering on
As
roast.
I thought, Granite is counter-attacked, and the monkey will counter-attack to eat the resilience.
Well, counter charge too. Ooh, that's good. I like that. And also, key important as well, means the monkey's now in, so if Honor wants to go in next turn, she's got that assist, which is also a crowd out. Roast may not be too long for this world. Maybe. Marcus for getting rough ground.
So we're going to glide.
Spends 1 to glide.
Oh, it's presumably wanting to set everyone on fire.
But to what end? I'm not sure if Spice can be able to get in there. A lot without some prep anyway.
Yeah, so the monkey is charging. Even though he's burning, the monkey's charge range will go down to 6.
That's one mad monkey. That's resilience pops.
The resilience is gone, which the only reason that Steve did that is so that the counter-attack from Granite will actually do something.
And here comes the issue with trying to initiate a fight with Roast. He's got the playbook for it, hasn't got the stats to back it up.
He doesn't. Granite's counter-attack.
Just rerun this dice. They forgot about the crowd out from the monkey.
Got a feeling that this won't do too much.
Nah.
Unless he's forgotten sturdy.
I was asking about double push.
Double push on 4
But
in
sturdy.
return. I'll be rolling 7 dice. Needing 2s.
Sturdy, bro. Sturdy, bro. Ask him if he has sturdy. Okay. That's a non-momentous get it while it's hot, putting burning on everyone kind of in that little Mason's huddle there. Put in the burning first of all on Chisel so she can't yank it off with take 1 for the team.
It's quite smart.
Which, I mean, as a forward player, I've had that tech for ages. Having it done back on yourself, really annoying. Oh, Brick's been knocked over. Yikes.
These are quite precious models.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, this counter-attack, so we're rolling 7 dice at least. It could be 8 if he wants to bonus time it. Needs 4 2s to double push.
Oh, God. It's the curse of 1-inch melee zones, isn't it?
It's the curse of Granite, who's the bane of my existence.
For me, back when I played Filet, it was the big guy in Alchemists with the gas mask.
Catalyst.
Catalyst. No, not Catalyst. The one that's also in Engineers.
Then,
Compound.
what?
Compound.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
God. Like, fill it into that was very miserable.
Oh.
Knockdown. Okay.
Oh, because he's
rather
got no
than
momentum, because he chose a non-momentous result.
Aha. So it's effectively, it's even better.
It is.
Yikes. And I think that... Marcus saying if you should have bought the character play off the playbook. No, rather he should have bought it rather than getting off the playbook.
What he should have done is probably not gone in.
Yes, correct, David.
Because I think Steve now has a goal and then a cook that is easy to hit.
That's 10 points to Gritty Floor. A number of times Dave Cameron's tried to beat me up. +1. Reset the clock.
You have to learn.
Yeah, Matt Doran in the chat pointing out Dom just said filet. Correct. Wolfgang in the chat says, I guess Roche should have not gone base to base with Granite and pushed her away and then beat up on marbles.
Yeah, I guess he then didn't. He was expecting the counter charge.
It's semantics. If you were going to torpedo a model in, it should have been Spice, because she can just...
I think so.
Even then, I still may not have been great, because Granite counterattacks hard.
Yeah. Granite as a model is so frustrating to play against.
Oh, we've got the goal going in.
Yes, we've got a superior strategy. Flint using his second activation to sprint where they go, shoot a goal. It's
Makes
a goal!
it on one side!
Goal, 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 goal! Just injecting a little bit of levity there for you fans. We know it's come to the end of the day. We know you might be getting tired.
4 to Steve Easton's Masons, 0 to the Cooks. Kicking it out towards Pepper. Not a bad call. It's not really any Masons over that way, but Flint, one of Flint could just weave his way through that team.
That's true. Flint, especially with 2 activations, Flint can get anywhere he wants.
Credit to the chat. Matt Doran, Granite is an actual unit. She is thick.
Yep. She's rock solid.
Oh, that's good.
I
I thought we were just doing cook puns.
Wow.
God, that feels like messy measurement there on the kick. Oh.
I tried to come up with some cook puns, but they just end up half-baked.
That's good. Well, I guess if we don't do a good job today, I guess if we do a bad job today, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Huh? That's a cook pun, right?
What? Because milk?
Yeah, they use milk for cooking, right?
Wow. Yep. Okay.
Sipping his tea. In his mind, David thinks, why on earth am I here? What have I deserved?
In my mind, I'm imagining myself as Chef Ramsay.
What are you?
Making you an idiot sandwich.
I already had food at lunch. What do I need another sandwich for?
That's true. That's very true. So, we're in between turns. We're deciding on cards.
What's the momentum
Looks like, at the very least,
none
Steve
on
is
the
going to
Cooks.
use... Yeah, none for the Cooks because Roast is still on the floor.
That's rough. Like, they are a team that lives and dies off their momentum score.
Oh, Steve's slyly measuring 8 inches from the edge of the board there.
We see you, Easton. We see you.
So you've got to feel that he's going to...
I wonder if it's worth getting a model to go
dunk on Roast.
behind Roast to just kind of like triangulate him in to kind of lock the big belly in.
Absolutely.
Seize the initiative from the Cooks.
So...
Looks like the Cooks are going first. Didn't catch what Easton has, so we'll have to see what he has. Have to imagine it's got to be Roast being wheeled back in, but then does that just allow Flint to move 4
Yeah,
towards
I'm
the
not
ball?
sure I would choose to go first with the Cooks.
Well, what I notice is, oh, it's Sugar moving up. No fear from the Cooks. Okay. Might be a good plan. Like I said, they're not a team you want to hang
I think
back
Flint is just going to dodge towards the ball.
Don't have to worry about a combat team if you score goals.
Here we go, yeah.
Called it!
With the typical stoicism of Eastern, I think Flint is now within range of that ball. I think he is. And if you do something to stop that...
So in terms of cards, yes, we said season initiative for the Cooks are going first and wing backs for the Masons, who, as they're going second, just happen to have a momentum backed in. So now the question for the Cooks is, do you double down on the roast pan or do you wheel backwards to strike on Flint?
It's a dilemma.
Dilemma.
Yep.
Tom in the chat saying English nationals with everyone using Scottish game plans. Yes, because they are the updated ones from the Scottish nationals. Again,
This is true.
Thank you, Pash.
Thank you, Pash, and thank you, Ian Torrance.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy who designed
who is the
them.
graphic designer who put those together. So you'll see these game plans that have the Saltire, the Scottish flag at the top. They were given away at Scottish Nationals. Here at the English Nationals, we don't seem to have had anything like that, but there is a fantastic goodie
bags
bag
were huge
for anyone who's arrived. So everyone at the British Nationals got a complimentary box of the rat catchers.
and Falconers.
Complimentary box of the rat catchers, Falconers.
Wellington's doing the legendary. He's chef special going on himself.
Can he kill Flint? Or is he's not?
Let's see where he goes. Charging Flint.
He's trying.
Just walk in. Oh, but then again, you probably want to hit the knockdown so he doesn't run away. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, fine. I think this is probably the correct move, like not doubling down on the Roast thing. I think you just let Roast die and just explain that they're going to 6. No influence on Roast by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like Roast has been left out to dry.
Although he is not.
He's not in base contact.
He's not going base to
Why
base.
are you charging if you're not going in base contact?
3-1. He may get a knockdown anyway. Yeah.
4 hits, that's the knockdown. Momentous 5 damage, go for the knockdown, he's going to run away! Oh, +1 damage, so... Okay, 5 damage, but... Not sure about that. Not sure about that. People in the chat noting Bryce is kind of laying down on the table. I apologise.
It's his tournament. He can do what he wants.
Yeah,
Ooh,
basically. Did Flint not counter? I thought Flint countered.
He's not countering. He's not. No. He's not countering. Presumably, he wants that momentum to score.
Flint just dies then.
Might do.
But it does mean that the legendary's been done, and Wellington's
Miles
more
away.
over this way. Yeah.
For those of you interested, you may not know, Steve Easton has this orange bit of plastic in the top left, in which he's monitoring both he and his opponent's momentum. So, yeah, Flint's left on 1.
Yeah, I mean, not getting the goal is kind of bad, but again, he's now wasted the legendary. So that's Flint dead. Cooks gain 2 points.
2 points to Cooks.
The Masons. And
They're cooking on gas now.
That's Sugar being scathing rebuked to move around. I mean, I guess, I know often with Cooks, it's a matter of you're never going to get everything with the legendary, but you want it to be as impactful as possible. And I wonder what the impact of that is actually going to be now. Because even if he wants to chuck a model into that Masons team, I think it's just another bit of meat in the grinder.
I think he's not. I think because that scathing rebuke withdrew Sugar.
Yeah.
And maybe he's spending a turn... Maybe he knows that was a bad idea with Roast.
You didn't notice my pun. I said meat into the grinder.
Ah, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's more beatings for you.
Who have we got going here? Looks like Honor.
Honor herself.
Oh, I like to say going around the back, assembling the Triforce. Triforce it? Triforce it. Easton, come on, it's right there. Take it. Take it. Moving backwards?
He can't hear you.
If I will it hard enough.
If you try force it, then wow. Anyway.
Oh, pitch side view. Ooh,
Honor. So Flint has run way into the corner there.
Wild Flint on the pitch. Nick Tompkins in the chat appreciates my pun. Thank you. So health left on Roast with Resilience. It's knocked down.
Here we go. So
quick time brick. Okay. He's just going to move away.
Ah, okay. So it's a shadow-like.
Aha!
Quick time brick and walk in herself. So now.
Oh, yeah, because it isn't Roast that moves away. It's the other model.
It's
okay,
the
right.
other model
So
that gets
I
pushed
was an
away.
idiot.
No, well, okay. I thought when you said a model behind Roast, that's what you meant. So if she does get pushed back, she'll now go straight into break.
Yeah,
it's
totally
a good
fine.
way of dealing with Big
This
Belly.
is the correct way of doing it. The way I've dealt with it before is I've had Jackstraw drop harvest markers kind of behind where I want to be.
That's pretty good.
So there's a bit of counterplay here from Easton. This is going to be mean. That's like additional 2 crowd outs, +1 from assist, +1 damage. She does nothing. He has resilience. No, he has resilience.
I get a feeling he may have made an attack
okay, fine.
already.
Not casual 9 damage from Honor.
That's half his health.
Going through him like a hot knife through butter.
That I'll give you. I'll give you that one.
Dab.
Pun central. Yeah, Roast is just gonna die now.
It's getting spicy.
You're on a roll.
I wonder if the Cooks will be able to catch up.
We're not allowed to swear on the stream, so this is why I must physically assault you.
Fantastic. My work here is done. 9 hits. That's a wrap. Momentous 4 in total.
He's just taking all the momentous.
This is why it was so dangerous committing Roast. Like, I mean, all the Cooks die, so admittedly, whoever you committed was going to get ripped apart, but...
Yeah, and it's the tough guy.
Victim stat line, man. Oh. Big brain play noted by Wolfgang in the chat. Flint's going to be coming back next turn, and look where that ball is.
Oh, yes. So you're going to have to at least move Spice. No, Pepper.
Let's get a free where they go. So that's probably fine. Oh, that's Roast dead. So that's the Masons going up 6-2.
2 points to the Masons. Who gets a free where they go?
Pepper, because of Master Chef.
Aha.
Yeah.
It's a range 6. Lovely. So the ball doesn't have to be anywhere near that.
Oh, Legendary Ring for armor. Yeah, good call. Good call.
So the 3 cooks that are left to go.
That slams hard down on any type of kind of riposte from the cooks now, I think.
I think so. That skewered their chances of a kill.
Here's a good one. Nick Tonkins in the chat. Your work is well done.
Well, we know that's not just a flat compliment because
it's also correct.
That's a lie.
Top flight Gilball, bottom tier commentary. These whistles are rubbish. Like, I'm so disappointed.
So, for all those of you who tuned in for high level analysis, I apologise.
That's basically what I do about everything in my life. Just constantly apologise. Oh, Sugar getting a free chef special.
Sugar, free chef special. Go and put fire and 5 damage on 4 models.
Fire! Oh, look at that nice little huddle there.
Although there is counter charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to suffer a counter charge.
But if this was the plan, why draw Sugar back?
Yeah, fair. No.
If you're going to keep wheeling out a mod to do a 2-inch range AoE, why wheel them back?
It's true. Yeah. So this.
Oh, Matt Doran, these puns are grating for some. Whoo! Like that one. Oh, engaging the monkey to stop the counter charge. That's good.
Okay, so he's not forgetting. I was always.
Although this is basically just kill Sugar.
So, and now throwing out a chef special. The only problem is now engaged by the monkey, so loses a dice on all these throws.
I mean, it's Masons. Their defense stats aren't great.
3s.
So I'm going to start by bonus timing it on the monkey.
Bonus time onto the monkey.
One dice and
I guess.
It'll kill him.
I mean, it's a statement. How'd you like your monkey? Well done or roast?
The smell. The smell of burnt orangutan fills the air.
That's a dead chimp.
That's 1 point for the cooks.
So we're up to 3. Caesar wept.
Interestingly, actually, Sugar is now easily within snapshot range.
Yeah.
Should he wish later in the turn to do something like that.
I've got an AoE order of activation movement query here from Easton.
Oh, so Granite's going to leave that AoE.
hit honor with bonus time. Back down to 2 again.
So,
Honor needs 3.
bonus timing on it.
Yep.
5 damage on it.
Now, Sugar was kind of the one in the Cooks lineup that I was a little bit uncertain about. So seeing her use this, it's like...
This chili cooker, I've played against it. It's so punishing.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like she's a striker in inverted commas.
Oh, yeah, because she is now, as I said, within snapshot range.
Looks like they hit everybody as well. So we have 5 damage across that whole little bubble.
No, I think Granite walked out.
Oh, Granite
and they were
walked
just
out.
asking if she walks out
Out.
because of her ability. So Granite's hitting Sugar.
Yeah.
Knock her down. Stop that.
Sturdy, bro.
Yeah. Good call.
All this Easton will remember. Our counterattack isn't great, so I don't think you go for the knockdown. What do I know?
Nothing.
Only 1 momentum from the Cooks.
You've
Ooh, risky.
you've got some knowledge, you know.
bit.
You know a piece of the puzzle.
Ah, I think that was 1 damage and something from Granite. Oh, 1 damage gut and string. Oh.
Not much influence left to make use of that. Is that 1 on brick?
I mean, the thing with the Cooks at the moment, though. I mean, I know that Spice of Cinnamon is still yet to go, but like, nothing so far has been momentous. Like, that's not a big pile of momentum on Marcus's side.
It's not. We've got Spice and Cinnamon. He's wondering whether to heal Honor because Granite's taken that walk, so Spice might be able to come and punish Honor a lot, even with all her armor.
It doesn't matter. Like, 'cause all she needs to do is hit the second column. That's all she needs.
Def 2-3, I think, against her.
Yeah, so Cinnamon giving herself +2/+2 move.
For free.
Yeah.
And then what, walk in and hit on her a couple of times?
Sprint of 9. Sprint of 9 now under get set bake.
Or is she going to get the ball? No, she's going in.
Nah, just go and fight people. I think the Cook game plan here is basically just to
Hit stuff.
hit things quicker than they can score the goals around you.
Yeah.
Who is she gonna get?
Honor. Put everything you can on Honor. She's already activated. She's on 11 health.
Yeah, that could be a kill.
Anatomical precision and intimidation.
So, you know, dealing with the legendary a little bit. Clock, even.
Is that clock going? Yeah, it must. Yeah, it is.
Let's get very. What is her? Or is that Spice? Why is he measuring out Spice?
Oh, he's going to walk to engage Brick and then be drawn in. Steve is very helpfully putting out a 2-inch melee. Steve knows full well that Brick has gravity well. He's going to...
Well.
So he's going to walk...
Why is he measuring Spice now? This is Cinnamon's activation, right? I mean, this is fine for Easton because it's just the Cooks going down on clock time.
Yeah, I realised that. He's now measuring the wrong model.
Unless it's kind
Steve's
of like
letting him use his clock to run it all down, and
what
then he's going to gravity well
What
him
a
in.
gentleman.
I think he is actually activating Spice.
Why is there a buff on Cinnamon then?
Yeah.
Maybe a...
Thank you. We're going for a close-up.
Maybe
we
a
missed
switch
something.
to the close-up will help. Thank you,
Oh, no, we
Designated
have.
Adult.
We've got it wrong. This is Cinnamon.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Told you.
Yeah.
Top-tier Guild Ball, bottom-tier commentary. You know, that's the brand.
He's going to walk in, not taking a part in Bluff and Gun it, walk all the way around. Wait for it.
And who are you going to hit?
No, you are 2-4 now.
Oh, he's not using gravity well.
2-4 Brick. Really? He's 3 armor now.
He does have 3 armor.
Woo.
But down to 1-3 against
Yikes.
Cinnamon. Okay, so he's
How
not
healthy
gravity
is
well.
Brick looking, by our estimations?
Full health. No, that can't be right because he's taken some from the chili cookout.
Momentous 2 damage. Yep.
Gravity Well is optional, I believe.
It is optional.
Oh,
Nothing.
she's whiffed. So it looks like I think Momentous 2 twice.
Still, I think that puts Brick down to about 11, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
She has got
11 health on Cinnamon, Easton.
yeah. Steve's asking. Are there 3 influence on Brick there? Oh, okay.
So Brick going, clearing his fire. He's got a revitalized playbook now as well. He's got knockdown fairly low down, if I remember correctly.
He does. It's relatively low down on 1.
Yucca V. We don't like that. Oh, he's going to get a rinse and repeat of the roast situ now. Going into sugar.
So he's hitting Spice.
No, sugar.
Sugar.
you don't get the knockdown because Sturdy is blocked.
So
I think that's sturdy
we're
pop.
stripping Sturdy. Hitting again. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
She is gun strings, so she is left 2, yeah. He might take knockdown now.
Momentous knockdown. A knockback is triggered.
Knockdown, knockback. You.
I think this is risky. Following up. Spice is right there, ready to go.
He's not on fire anymore.
But I guess
think Honor is.
positive point though, like all Brick has to do is declare a counter-attack, and Spice really can't do a whole lot in that. Like, she can dodge in, but... Oh, wrap here. Oh, here we go. Momentous push on the wrap. Brick going to do? Spending some time picking this playbook result.
He's thinking. He's thinking.
It's got to be the 4 damage or the Momentous 2. Has to be. Momentous 2.
Momentous
Try
2.
and get the Momentous. Try and do a bit more with that momentum race. Looks like feeding them towards Vet Chisel to get another crowd out. Honor is no longer on fire. Good play. Forcing Spice to put out the fire AoE, which admittedly she can get for free, but kind of the more resources you can make the cooks put into things that are less than efficient, all the better.
She's going to get a free character play this turn, right?
If she's within 6 of Wellington, so Wellington's probably too far away. Unless she does it off of Brick. Oh, there we go. The Weasel, where they're going for
having
free,
the ball and
grabbing the ball.
leaving it. And you're quite right. I thought he was going to take the ball away from there because Flint is coming back.
Maybe he just hasn't seen that.
He may have forgotten that Flint's coming back. So Honor is no longer on fire, but is down to something like 11 health.
Back up to the bird's eye view there. Clock still even.
That's pretty good.
Probably the most even game we've had all day,
That
as
is
a matter of
true.
fact.
Oh, no,
Oh,
he's...
he knocked Brick a little bit.
So I think he may fall foul of a Gravity Well here, actually, now. Because he's going to walk Spice to a very specific place. It's just within 6 of the boss.
Oh, but then he's not going to
Engaging
get his
Brick.
character play, bro.
Yeah.
I warned you about Gravity Well.
So I will activate.
Is he going to spot it, though?
Spice. Spice is going to. Walk,
Eastern's
Let's
done a very good
wait
job.
for it.
Oh.
so she's going to.
Oh!
Well. He's done such a good job of kind of nullifying the legendary this turn.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Marcus just admitted he forgot about Gravity Well. Just getting pulled more than 6 away from Wellington and into base contact with Brick and crowded out by Chisel, which counts twice.
Granite counts twice. Oh no, TAC 5, armor 4 on those 2 targets there.
But he is def 1 against a cook, and he could bonus time it.
Yeah, but like TAC 5 on Spice with all that armor, that's not going to be great.
I will turn up the heat.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think she's
so-
spying the turn up the heat.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel great.
That Spice kind of nullified a bit, and I think Honor's...
Just out of range.
I would have been punishing Honor this whole turn.
Yeah.
She's putting out fire on everyone.
And then Vet Chiseler's taking Brick's fire.
Then I will use the second one to buy an attack on Granite.
Granite is counter-attacking.
Taking Steve down to 1 momentum, 2 Marcus is 3.
Marcus is getting at least 1 now, probably, so Marcus may win the momentum race. We'll have to see what he can do with that going into the next turn. Because Wellington is poised, ready for an attack.
But can't kill Honor.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
So 2.
Armor bounces off all that armor. That legendary for Honor topping out, doing
It's
work.
alright.
And here comes the counter. And this is what I warned. I was like, oh, Spice is going to be done by the counter. This is the thing with Cooks. They are a good team. They're a very kind of attacking team, but so much of that team's is built around Spice. If you can deal with Spice with a good counter, then...
They are very glass cannons, and those
Yeah.
glass cannons have just been fired at armor 4 models this time.
So that glass is going to shatter. Oh,
Even if
that's
it's that-
Spice knocked over.
Yeah, I thought it'd be, because then that's both of them knocked down for the start of next turn. Marcus can win the initiative, but he's got 2 of his best models are knocked down. That gravity well's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, that
from
gravity
Marcus?
well is really good, isn't it,
It is.
Stephen?
Any 40mm model with gravity well is good.
Including
Definitive.
Locust, right?
Oh yeah,
Especially
Locust does as well,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
We've nearly 4 games and we haven't mentioned Locust.
That's Locust. That is Locust.
I
Locust.
believe this is our opportunity to mention that, like, you are leading the campaign for the alternative Locust sculpt, right?
That would be fantastic. Any of you who've played in local tournaments will
Are you
know
with
that
Locust tournaments?
Steamforged now have available tournament packs, which I'd recommend any pundit get. They're absolutely phenomenal.
They're really good.
Some of them come with alternate sculpt models, and at some point there's going to be another wave of them.
Super rare Windfinder. Uncommon Icaros. Uncommon Plowman. Gun Plowman. Gun Show Plowman. And Rugby Pose Iron.
Rugby Pose Iron.
Because he's a Taffy. He's a Welshman, obviously.
Oh.
Go for
Go
the
for the knees
Cooks.
for Marcus. And
Fullback for Easton.
Easton.
Cooks choosing to go
Oh,
first.
so Marcus again is choosing to go first, but with 2 models knocked down.
But there is no good target for the +1. Oh, I guess Cinnamon's not bad. It's not great.
She can't kill Honor, but she can do a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
Honor will be 2-1 against her.
Yeah, like in an ideal world, you would want it on Wellington, but, you know, reality is often disappointing, so...
Is that a Thanos reference?
Yeah, probably. Oh, here's a good one. Matthew Dorn in the chat. Hashtag Skulkbuster, right, Dave? For the Locusts.
Skullbuster, yeah, boy.
Mwah, mwah.
I've just entirely taken over the commentary talking about engineers. But
Lesarion 30 in the chat. I still want Alt Estes as a Valkyrie.
it could work. That could work.
I swear I've seen that conversion. pretty sure I've
Well,
seen
there is
that
an
converted.
alt Estes. There's a
No, but
Bavarian.
I've seen some that's converted up Estes to be kind of like on a rock thing. So we've got some influence coming out.
Yeah, so let's get back to this game
Yes.
and look at these two
Where there
players
is no Locus.
and their battle of wits and battle of skillet.
You could say Battle of Whisks.
Well, I could. I won't. So we're loading up. I think it looks pretty evenly spread.
Looks like a stack
At least
on,
we've got
Wellington.
one on the on Pepper because yes, as we thought, Flint is
Flint's
coming
coming back in.
The first activation has to be to get the ball to say Wellington.
He's going to be waving his arms around, and if you get in the way, it's your own fault.
So he's already measuring this. Marcus, look at what he's doing.
Even if the Mason's turn is literally just running up, getting the ball, and then running off again, they've got no real way of grabbing it again. Like Flint's fairly safe there.
Yeah, it's not bad. But if he puts too much on Flint for that, and then Pepper's first activation is just going past the ball to Wellington,
Let's see if he does it.
Flint might be wasted for the turn. But in general, it's this big scrum in the middle of the table, or slightly towards Steve's side.
Yeah, the Cooks are, as a fighting team, are very interesting in their approach to scrums. I always say they play fighting like other teams want to play football. Most fighting teams want to scrum. Cooks don't want to scrum at all. They want to go fly in, do a bunch of damage, and fly back out again.
I see that. That
they
makes sense.
do not have the health to scrum. Definitely not against Masons.
If you don't activate Pepper now, Steve literally has the widgets out in front of you.
That's a power move, isn't it?
That is a flex. That's a flex and a half.
Dude, flex, bro. Oh, I was up there at the start of the game. Both players had tees. Neither of them have touched them. They're probably really cold at this point.
Need some hot fire to.
I think, yeah. Oh. Easton putting ne'er-do-well thoughts into little Marcus's head. Encouraging charges. Yeah, go on. Activate Wellington. It'll be grand. That'll be a yikes from me.
What?
What's happening?
Get rid of the ball.
He's saying can't kill both in one activation. I don't think he's noticed Pepper.
The widgets are there.
Maybe the chip.
There we go.
Hey! Stop away
what?
with him! Measure it.
Even then, that's not. He's going to get the ball. And he's got push dodges.
So, like, getting the ball and just knocking Pepper off the pitch. I would have liked to have seen the measure out first before moving it, but that's fine. What's he going to do with the one? Wasting the influence.
Oh, I would have passed to Wellington. Because now you've got no momentum.
Do you think, again, this is the benefit of the sky-high box in the basement that we have?
This is true.
So we have attack 6 going into somebody. Oh, it's got to be
I think
2 hits. Oh, it's brick. There we go.
Brick's punching Sugar.
9 left on Sugar. Ooh, can he do it?
Yeah, might not die now. What are we, 2s and 2?
Just put a bit of seasoning on her. And here we have a sugar prepped. Oh, bonus timing it. He's going for it, I think. With 2 armor. Not sure. 3 hits. I reckon Momentous 2 every time.
Momentous 2. Yeah, it's gonna hurt her.
Where does Brick's damage spike to? Can you get Brick up for me?
Can do.
Yeah, you have 2 or you have 4,
Yeah,
don't you?
your Momentous. It's a very Mason's playbook. Momentous damage at the bottom.
No influence on sugar. Nice. Maybe
no influence on...
Brick is just setting everybody
Spice.
up. There we go. Oh, Spice.
No influence on Spice, he's saying.
I mean, she's not getting a whole lot done, but anytime I don't see any on Spice.
Yeah, just knocking people down.
Yeah.
Given that Marcus has no momentum.
And now with Brick into Cinnamon as well, I don't think Cinnamon's going to be doing a whole lot either.
No.
Nah. Momentous knockdown and 1. The Grange result.
The Locust result.
I will fight you. Going for another attack onto Cinnamon after the knockdown. 4s now. Momentous push and knockback.
Now that's good. Knockdown, disengaged.
So
and no
you're
momentum.
kind of forcing her to use acrobatics.
Acrobatics to get back in, to get any kind of momentum anywhere.
I think this is the game. I mean, this is the game against Cooks, is trying to put the blinkers on that momentous race, that momentum kind of
and
freight train.
Without the ball to play with, I think it's not good.
Bad news, but sugar.
Steve only really needs to kill one of these 3 ladies.
That's it. Yeah, I mean that's.
And then he's got the ball.
That's the Cook game, innit? Like, I mean, they're not too great at hiding the ball anyway, and debatably he's got it on the best ball hider in the team, but it's now static.
Distance is the best ball hiding, and putting it back on Roast or Wellington would have been better.
I mean, the problem with sticking it on him and not hoofing it, it's now dead for the turn. Like, you know where it's going to be.
It is. And Flint's going to have it, is what's going to happen.
Roast moving up. Oh, he's putting the...
Charging for 1.
That's good, onto Wellington.
So we're going to have a very explosive Wellington turn at some point.
Ramsey's bringing out the knives. Where's the lamb sauce? Casual 6-8 move on Wellington.
So actually, if Brick's out, Granite just walks away now, and he can't do anything.
And it looks like Easton's kind of realised that he's not currently in range of anybody.
So he's eyeing up potential targets. Wellington is currently not in range of anyone. Brick's already moved, and there's no reason for Granite to walk into his threat range.
I mean, I mean, Guild Ball's a game of measurements anyway, but it seems like the Cooks, like, you've got to be, both players, the people playing against them and the people using the Cooks, have to be on top of your measurements at all times. Otherwise, just situations like this, so realistically, that 6 in for Wellington is, it's dead, isn't it?
It's going to be dead. No, because now that everyone's knocked down, it's just going to be really hard for Marcus to squeeze momentum.
It's really giving me ideas on how to beat Cooks.
Yeah.
It's a good masterclass. Going into Sugar.
It was a very good use of the legendary.
Yeah.
Weather that storm, trap them.
I think this is Honor now going into Sugar.
Yeah, you got to feel that Sugar's going to bite it.
4 hits. Simply because that's where the inf is. He knows there's no influence on Spice.
Yep.
Kill the influence where it is. Not only do you get the activation advantage, you kill the influence. 1 left on Sugar.
1 Sugar. The Sugar is
left?
normally...
Oh! Oh!
That's 1 hit. That is 1.
That's all he needs. That was close. So the Masons have gone up 8 points over the Cooks 3.
And Sugar is off to that great big kitchen in the sky.
Going up to kitchen in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die. We're having, I can see through the production booth.
Our mistake
We haven't
was
got a
singing.
booth, it's one room that the designated adult is saying cut the singing off entirely.
Yeah, I think the Masons are very well placed here. They can avoid that threat range of almost anyone generating momentum there.
I guess kind of the thing with the Cooks is he's kind of just sending guys in one after another without much of a plan. His plan was, let's try and start the scrum with roast. And it's like, I think with Cooks, you just have to accept, you have not got a model that sets up a scrum. You just take your kills where you can get them.
And it was unfortunate that Gravity Well pulling Spice into a rather unfortunate position.
Yeah, I question
So
the kickoff with roast.
Stephen is now on 8, and I think can get the ball by the end of the turn and win momentum.
Yeah. So Chisel moving her influence over to the monkey. It's nice to see Veteran Chisel being played a bit. She was one that was quite big when she dropped.
And then I think with the use of Corbelli...
Chisel was quite in favour.
So we're going to get a rebuke to get... Yeah. To try and bring her back in. Even so, you're giving up a lot of influence there.
I mean, you can definitely tell they're the Butcher's Minor Girl, can't you? If they're not hitting someone, if you're able to lock down the influence.
They're unhappy. Oh, wait. Oh, he did dodge.
I don't think he did dodge.
Did he not rebuke? I thought you said he was...
He definitely rebuked, but that doesn't look like it's moved.
Uh-oh.
Look at the damage buff going on to Spice.
Rebuke, dodge, then acrobatics, and then you're back in. I don't think he dodged. Oh, dear.
Well, we're on to the final course now, so...
we are. I would go back to the close-up, but then we're missing Flint. And I think Flint's going to be
never going to miss Flint. That man
ends.
is always in my heart. What do we got? Looks like he's healing somebody.
No, I think that's just for Sugar.
Okay.
He has no momentum, so that's just for when Sugar returns next.
Fair enough. Glenwood Morris repping the V Chisel in the chat.
He's liking it.
Oh, here comes Flint.
I think it's good. Cooks are glass cannons. They don't have high health pools. You don't need original Chisel, I think, to do that much damage.
Yeah.
Oh, was he measuring that he's now out?
I mean, I still think you couldn't do it anyway. The only problem you have is there are models coming back on the pitch Cook side. And it's only 2 VPs. And I guess if it came over there, it does mean they're out of play for a good portion of the game still. But then again, does he even need to do the ball? He's got Cinnamon there. He's got Wellington there. He's got Spice.
He's got options, which is great. But if I were him, I'd still put Flint near.
Just to threat it. But I don't know, Cooks are so fragile. You know?
I mean, I'm thinking if I was Steve.
Huh?
If I was Steve, I'd go for that ball.
Yeah.
Give yourself options.
Cinnamon going. Attacking Granite. Granite going in for the counter.
Of course, maybe he rebuked not for the dodge, but for removing the condition.
You still take the dodge, though, don't you?
You do.
But again, it's top table on stream. People forget things.
Yeah.
One damage momentous onto Granite. Going up to
coming.
Going up to 2 because of Chef's special. Counter coming from Granite. You've got to imagine it's a knockdown or a push away or... Critical Bella in the chat asking, where is Jamie? Mr. Giblin's off on his birthday.
He is. Happy birthday, Jamie.
I'm saluting and no one can see it.
I can see it.
Always in my heart. What's Granite doing? What are you going to do, Granite? Gut and string. Yikes.
I've still got influence left on the monkey, of course.
Always the monkey. Okay, so it looks like Cinnamon is moving to get within 4 inches of Spice with the damage buff up to get the additional damage. Her walk's dropped by a bit because of Gut and String. Can she still get in? Looks like she's still got enough.
She's very quick.
Yeah. Cook's movement stats wherever they want.
We're attacking Granite.
Momentous 2. Because of the Chef's special. Last one. Nothing. Nagoys.
There's the problem with a team like Granite and Brick. I think if you spread out how much damage you're doing, you do know.
You've got to focus it down. I feel Blacksmiths would be very similar. You know? Just that wall. Wall of thick boys.
So now we've got a monkey coming up to help out. Just while Steve does that, I'll update you on some of the other games
Oh, yeah,
that we've
by
done.
all means.
We have a rather important result. Michael Kumba, who was on stream just in the last game, has also won his 4th game against Masons.
So you might be seeing him again
So
tomorrow.
Michael Kumba is 4-0. After this game, there will be 3 undefeated players, one of which is Michael Kumba.
Very well done, Michael.
Got to heavily suspect, if you put money on this game, this is going to go the Masons' way.
I think Easton's experience is kind of the leverage, even with Hooks being brand new.
I think you're right.
Like, you can kind of just tell from the fact that Marcus threw stuff in there.
I think experience is showing through. So, a sprinting monkey.
Is there any other kind?
That's true. Yeah, so
Flynn going for the ball.
There's no reason why not.
Yeah.
9 inches with a 4-inch. Oh, so that guy is 9 inches. Without midfield general. Although lots of people could come, lots of people are coming.
Yeah, so so Marcus pointing out there are guys coming back on the pitch.
And
Easton,
Steve, rather like me, kind of shrugs the shoulders.
not bothered. Not bothered. The man is fearless. Fearless!
And healing Flint, so he's not just so easy to kill. End of the turn.
Okay, so what are we looking at momentum-wise? 1 for the Cooks, about 2 or 3 for the Masons, by the looks of it.
We've got 2 for the Cooks.
It's like
for
interpreting
the
hieroglyphics, isn't it, on that little thing?
You know what? It's actually really useful. Sometimes
yeah.
I play Steve, I lose track of how much momentum I have and look over at his very detailed recording. So what do we got? Who's got a 7?
He's got a 7. I feel
Lone
like the
striker
lone
for
strike's already been
Masons.
used.
Fair enough. And C's from Cooks, which has already...
No, I think C's been used.
C's has definitely been used.
Lone hasn't. I'm pretty
So
sure
I think that's Lone Striker from Steve.
Sure.
Knowing that the other 7 has gone, I think it's Lone Striker. Flint tries to score. And if
so
not, beat up on some people.
what is Flint's tack value at the moment?
5?
5? I feel it's only 4. I mean, he's got a tackle dodge on 1, but... Sell it to the crowd, +6 coming from the Cooks. Looks like the Cooks are going first. I don't know what Easton's picked.
That's a good point. You don't want to play Lone Striker and go first with Flint, because then, yeah, your tack goes down to 3.
And, like, you know, Pepper hasn't got an amazing tack value, but with
dodge away.
Intimidation, could be, you know, if he spikes,
Yeah.
could be grim. Besides, like I said, ultimately, Easton's got 2 kills there right in front of him. He could go do the ball, but it's not in a rush. I think another benefit of having Flint over there, not only does it give you more vectors to get VPs, it also kind of splits Marcus' attention even further. Because like, if you want to bring guys on over here, go nuts, it's 2 VPs.
Yep.
And then, like, you know, Cooks are quick enough with that fast ground in the top right. They could probably get back in if they really wanted to, particularly Spice.
They could. But then you're kind of leaving the ball to Pepper, unless Pepper just runs past Flint and just kicks the ball.
Well, this is the question Marcus has to answer this turn. Where does he allocate his reinforcers to? Easton's going to keep the ball moving.
Which makes sense. If Flint does manage to get that ball, you want his
Yeah,
best
yeah,
chance
makes that goal
for a game-winning
safe
goal.
as houses.
It's a phrase.
Some other results that have just come in. So we mentioned Cumber. Table 4 was Ben Rose's Thresher against Oliver Rawcliffe's Navigators. 12-4 to the Farmers, Mon the Farmers. And then table 7 was Chris Tamplin's Thresher. 13 points to 8 against Adam James's Scather. Flint getting 4. That goal is probably on.
Oh, we also had a union off.
Oh!
Charles Nurser versus Henry Kay.
How did that go?
And Charles won 12-6 with Blackheart over Rage.
Over Rage.
And yeah, so he's doing what we thought he might do. Pepper's just going to slip past.
Fine.
Which is fine. Gains you no momentum.
If the ball's going to stay on, like, even if the ball's going to stay on there, like, you may still be able to grab it up.
Yep. Oh, so yeah.
Is the Pepper goal run on? Do 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 do.
No. That's a silly idea, Dom. Oh, what a sick burn I just gave you.
That was very good.
Boy. So we're probably going for these 2 kills, and Flint at some point will get that ball.
Yeah. No rush. There's no one really over there to threaten Flint. Like maybe roast, but
Because you were right, you predicted Sugar's come back on the other side.
I am predicting 14,605 futures when this happens.
And in which of them did the Cooks win?
One. Who's going? Who's going?
So is this an honor? This is an honor activation. Going to go and beat up some people.
Oh no. Attack 8. Oh, X the monkey and a crowd out. Oh, yikes. This is going into Cinnamon, I believe. Mentis 3 damage. Yeah, needing 5 is Cinnamon. Yeah. How healthy is Cinnamon looking?
I think she's on 8.
Mentis 3 damage. Mentis 2 damage.
She's down to 3. One more swing might do it. That assist from the monkey is awesome.
I mean, and you basically use the counter charge to bring him up in, even better.
Oh, that's not a great roll.
Oh, is that for whiff?
Nothing, but we got
Oh, we've got loads
2
left.
more
It's
attacks.
fine. We're still in. We're still in. Mentis 2 damage. 1 left. Come on, Easton. Should do it.
Oh, he's saying, I will be quite annoyed if I don't kill her.
Therefore, I will bonus time. Mentis 2 double dodge. So that kills her. That puts the Cooks up to Masons up to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you even need the goal now, do you?
You don't, but Flint's got nothing else to do except go and get that ball, I would imagine.
Just flex and score for 14 points.
Could do.
Do you even score, bruh? Do you even score? All right. And then over to the Cooks.
Is it Wellington? Is he going to launch Wellington now?
Lock in the camera, that's what he's going to do.
Clocks, by the way, doesn't seem to have been a focus, although they are ticking down. Both players on about 15, 16
Yeah,
minutes.
Easton's down by about a minute, by about nearly 2 minutes, but he's got like 7 points on his opponent.
That's
So
true. It won't affect the outcome of the game.
Wellington's activating.
So he's throwing Wellington in as another player to hit.
Chef special on himself, and then 3 left afterwards. That's what I found playing Wellington. Like, he's good, but outside the legendary turn, you want the buff, but it's 1 less attack you're getting in, and normally want to charge as well. So, like, there's a huge stack of influence that you're spending before you're actually getting momentous results sometimes.
When I've been destroyed by Cooks, it's when Wellington has been able to kill something maybe with 2 influence at the start of a turn, then put up his aura, and just sit there. So he's thinking about who he comes in to hit. I would highly advise. There's no one I can advise coming to hit.
It's all awful, isn't it? It's just bad. Easton reminding him that
out of the frying pan, but he's into the fire.
Very good. Very good. I got nothing. Charging Granite.
Granite. She's sturdy. Does he know that?
Oh, let's find out together as a team. Wellington waiting, checking his nails. Defensive and counter. Good shout.
4-2. Almost certainly.
Down to 3-2 because of intimidation.
That's true.
Gauging the monkey, dropping another dice. Gonna get a widget out to measure. Easton getting out a widget, what a gent.
So I don't know what he's really hoping for.
Bit of damage.
Bit of damage, and then just hope he doesn't get double pushed out.
Yeah, 12 for the charge, normal fire, -1 for money. Yeah.
3-2. What does Wellington get?
Couple of misses. Oh, loads of misses. Oh, no. 1 net results. Momentous 2 damage.
2 damage.
That
Definitely an undercooked attack there. Very undercooked charge.
Ooh, I like it.
What are you serving up today in the kitchen, Wellington? It's disappointment.
And we want 4/4s.
And you don't get them.
Was he 4-1?
Knockdown. It's fine.
But he's not in a happy position.
Two hits. Momentous 1 damage, up to 2 with Chef Special. I mean, that was damage.
It is damage, and, you know, in fairness, Granite is a little damaged on about 12.
I don't know if it's a way back into the game, though.
I don't think it is. Steve needs a takeout, and he's got at least 2 targets for it.
Granite's attacking Wellington.
Electing not to counterattack, good idea.
Probably for the best. Momentous knockdown. Another attack from Granites. Momentous 1 gut and string, I think.
It is. Momentous 1 and gun string.
Grant's walking away from all the troubles in her life. She's walking
going to
away.
walk around, crowd him out so that Brick can walk him.
I am done. Now it is your turn. Thank you, comrade.
It's not looking so happy. Oh, do we have the Masons?
Sprinting with
She's
sugar.
going to suffer a counter charge from the monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was hoping to sprint in and throw chili cook-off again, but
You
Marbles.
get nothing.
Marbles just has counter charge on his own now, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's big.
Irregardless of Brick.
Opens up your roster selection and team selection a bit more.
It does. It is fire.
You could say maybe Sugar's losing a Marbles over that decision.
I like it.
That's good. Momentous push and 1 damage. Pushing her out of combat. So irritating. On like having that on a mascot is just infuriating.
Now, is she within 5 of honor to put chili cook-off on it? I don't think she is now. I think she's just been pushed out of it.
Nah.
She's going to try.
That's a big 2, mate.
But as Steve earlier said, you can just measure 5. It's a range 2 character play. Yeah, so that counter charge pushed it out of range of hitting honor.
Poetry.
It's quite nice. Monkey takes 5 damage.
Is it 5?
It's 4.
Yeah, they definitely said 5.
Yeah, because it's 4 plus 1 for.
So I'll do Chef Special on the
Chef
way
Special.
in. Okay, fair enough.
Chef Special on Wellington. With a range of 4.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There's almost no reason that a cook should make an attack that's not under Chef Special.
Wellington, 15 boxes left. Brick's going to start doing the do.
Steve needs 1 takeout.
Normal dice plus 2 crowd outs. 2-1 Wellington with gut and string.
Gut and string and knockdown.
Yikes.
Oh, and Brick smash. Brick smash.
That's my secret honor. I'm always angry.
6
damage in total.
He's on 9. He's not going to kill him this turn, but
Is
you know
Wellington
what?
bricking it?
Wow, that was actually good. Yeah, I'll give you that one. That's pretty fair.
Bonus timing
He's
this
got
one.
all the
Why
momentum in
not?
the world. Oh, that was good.
No, not as good. 6 hits. Not as good. 6 hits. Momentous push at 4 damage.
Leaving him on 5.
Spending 2 to heal the chimp.
So you've got to think Steve's going to go first, and it's going to be killing Wellington.
Yeah, put the boot to Wellington. Oh, that was a bold statement,
Steve is
Stevenson.
just flat out stating now, Honor will kill you next turn.
So he's cursed it. And we've got it recorded on stream now. There's a bit of art I want for my office now. I want it framed. Honor cannot fail to kill you. Steve Easton, 2019.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, but what if? What if we all dreamed?
Then Steve will burn the building down, I think.
Have a good run. Flint, go in, charge the ball
No,
off the...
you can't.
It's not as straight... as long as they end within one.
Regardless of how they move, in a straight line or whatever. So he wants a tackle dodge.
Yeah. 8 dice because of the creature. No. No.
Yep.
Really?
Attack 4.
Attack 4.
+1. +4.
I can't count, I'm an idiot.
It's all right.
Doing the tackle dodge on the wrap and then where they go away.
The tackle dodge, where'd they go?
Poetry.
Oh. That's smoking.
6 influence to 1.
It doesn't matter what Steve plays, I think. Wellington
5
is
wins
on
left on
5
Wellington.
health, crowded out by 4 people, including the monkey. Honor, quite rightly, does just walk in.
Back in the game for the Cooks. I have no idea what Easton has, but he's going first. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So, there's no reason to do anything other than Honor comes and hits. We have another 4-0 undefeated player for tomorrow, Daniel Harwood.
Huh.
So the 3 remaining players
Back to the fish.
will be Michael Coomber, Daniel Harwood, and with the greatest respect to Marcus, I've got to suspect Stephen Easton.
Probably.
Now, last game we went all Mexican commentator about the
Sidman
goal.
coming back
What
on.
can we do for a kill?
Thoughts and prayers.
Kill.
Our designated adult Ronins advises kind of like throwing some fisticuffs.
Like a boxing commentator. I don't know how they commentate. So, Honor, the wonderful Honor. Yes, we've got Honor, ladies and gentlemen. She's coming in. Queensbury rules.
I've got
except
two.
it's
I've got
not.
two. I've got two. Someone's sold. 4 crowd out.
It's Lone Striker, but who cares? 3-1. 5
Yikes.
damage to do. Can she do it in 1 hit? Probably not. Yeah,
5 damage. That's over.
That's it.
12-3 to the Masons.
12-3.
So that leaves us Steve Easton.
Steve Easton, Daniel Harwood, and Michael Coomber.
Brewers, Fish, and Masons undefeated going into day 2. It's been great having you guys today in the chat and at home. One last mention, one last plug. We've got the 4 new rookies.
Oh, really? Where can I get those?
They are on our web store at steamforged.com.
Oh.
And it's Nomads, Flea, Champ, and Cammy. There's only one Nomad. Just
Only
the one.
Just quickly, go and get it. There's only one Nomad.
I don't...
Quickly, go and get it now.
I've tripped over my tongue twice on those today. Brilliant. But they will be winging their ways too if you pre-order them by the end of August. So
Absolutely
we'll
fantastic.
see for 2 more games. Oh, probably one, maybe.
Hopefully 2 more games
Yeah.
tomorrow. Have a lovely evening, everybody, and get ready to come back tomorrow for some more Guild Boys.